proof of consciousness, Sukha and Dukha. So the Atma is Jnata, Bhokta and Karta, while body and mind are my instruments, without which I cannot become Jnata, Bhokta and Karta. So this is I will be utilizing in this analysis now. So we have seen that a log of wood is there, a carpenter is there, and a hidden user is there. There are three causes behind the existence of the simple man-made object, this particular wooden table. But there are certain differences, there are certain peculiarities with these causes. Very first thing is, the log of wood is inert, it is unconscious thing, isn't it? It has no consciousness. The carpenter is a conscious being, and the end user, myself in this particular case, is a conscious being. Because we can only be Jnata, Bhokta and Karta. Only a carpenter has the knowledge how to transform the log of wood into table, and he has the ability to perform on the आही से काटता है, इतने सारे काम करता है. Because he can transform the log of wood into the table. And the end user has to be a conscious being, because I am bhokta, I can enjoy it. So the log of wood, which is insentient, unconscious, is called material cause. The carpenter who actually transforms it is called the efficient cause, and hidden user is another essential cause who is behind it, but who is essentially there so that carpenter has motivation to make it. This being the case, Maharishi Gautam tells us that we can view the entire creation in this framework, and then the whole world, the whole universe is seen as an effect. Like we see this table, we didn't see that particular carpenter, and we want to now look at what is the cause behind all this universe. And then it comes out that there has to be the three causes in this universe, and they are what we call trinity of God, soul and matter. Just like a carpenter transforms the log of wood into the table, God creates the world out of matter for the infinite number of souls that we are. So God is a conscious being, He is the efficient cause. The matter in its material sense is the log, is like log of wood. It is the material cause of the world, and we are the end user of this whole world, and we are the hidden end user. We are the soul. We are also the conscious being. God is also His conscious being, and just the way the carpenter and the end user was. So this is a one-to-one resemblance, that carpenter transformed the log of wood into the table for somebody else to use it. Similarly, God has created the universe out of matter for the infinite number of souls that we are, for our own benefit. What is the purpose of universe? I have briefly mentioned here, and that is essentially God has something which is very superior thing, that in our philosophy we have a word called Anand. Of course we use it in a loose sense like Sukh and Shanti, but Anand is a very peculiar word. Sukh has a negative counterpart of Dukh, Shanti has negative counterpart of Ashanti, disturbed mind, but Anand is a peculiar word. It doesn't have a negative counterpart, it is pure bliss. So Paramatma is called as Satchidananda Swarup. And the purpose of creation is He would like to share His Anand with some souls who are deserving. So the world, the creation is an opportunity for us to demonstrate that I am your loving child and I deserve to have that Anand, and that is what I aspire to get, and that is the objective of mine, and that is what Maharishi Kapil says in Sankhya as Vivekhyati. That is the objective of the human life, that I should get to know that I am different and I can obtain that Anand. Sushupti Samadhi Moksheshu Brahmyukta. I could go ahead more, because looking at the universe and all its characteristics, we could give different attributes to God, that He must be infinite, because universe is infinite, and so on and so forth. But I want to single out, I am now very towards the end, I have not numbered them, but that is the hallmark of the Vedic philosophy, that we have very personal relationship with God, and we have names like He is my Mata, he is my Pita, he is my Guru, and so on. Swamina, Mata, Pita, etc., etc. This is where the two spirits, my individual soul and that cosmic soul, can get connected to it. And that is the purpose of the human life. Though I was born by my mother, who is now no more here, but as I grow, I should learn that that cosmic mother is my mother, and I should get to know her as my mother. And when I do so, that is what scientific spirituality is all about. What is the purpose of this life? I should get to know that that entity is my cosmic father, my cosmic mother. And when I get to know that, then I know that that entity is also the cosmic mother of you. So you are my brother, you are my sister. Not only you, every animal, every bird, every cow, a horse, all are the children of that same God. So we want to live in this world like we lived in my mother's small home. In the same manner, we want to live in this whole world, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So that is the hallmark of Vedic philosophy, and that is what should be practiced. And when we practice it, because if I love my mother, when I return from my home, from my school, I will hug my mother, I will spend some moments with her. In the same manner today, I should take out some moments off and be with that. How can I be with that mother? I am a composite of body, mind and soul, so I must disconnect of myself, my soul, from my body and mind domain and be alone. And then I can be with her. And that is what is called meditation, philosophy of yoga, yoga chitta vete niyodha. This is my chitta. I should calm down all my activities, all the functions of my mind domain, so that I can make it inactive. Then I am alone. Just like when I return from school, I will throw away my bag, I will get away from my friends. I want to be alone, to be with my mother. In the same manner, this age, I want to be alone, even disconnected, delinked from my body and mind, so that I can be with them. That is what is the philosophy of yoga, and that is what the whole world is utilizing it now for the peace of mind. Let me quickly move, because the time is now running out. In 2 or 3 minutes, I want to take care of the third section, the humanity at the crossroads. I am taking a very optimistic picture, because I think I would like to go to section 1 of the third part. I am listing certain events which have taken place in the recent, in the next 5 minutes. Let me cover the last section. The first section, I am listing certain events which have taken place. Firstly, collapse of communism in the Soviet Union, early 1990, which was a superpower, and I view it because communism was about 90 years old at that time. It began in Leningrad with 1910, and 1990 it collapsed due to its own internal forces. There were no external intervention. I think it collapsed. There may be different views. I think it collapsed because it did not recognize the human being and the composite of body, mind and soul. They viewed as if we have needs in body and mind domain only, but we have certain needs in our spiritual domain which they did not recognize, and that is why it collapsed. And that is a loss of spirituality, a missing link in the spirituality, and that is what is required. Now there is also a lot of interest in meditation. 10 million Americans sit for at least 20 minutes a day for meditation, where they want to explore what is their inner domain, what is their consciousness within their body and mind domain, in their core of their personality, and that is what spirituality is all about. And towards vegetarianism, a lot of interest, because there is recognition that like I am a body, mind and soul, somebody hits me, cuts me with a knife, it hurts me. In the same way it hurts an animal, a bird, and so on and so forth. So if I am truly interested in being spiritual, going towards scientific spirituality, I must respect that everything. These are some of the ideas which I had taken up. And this is the age of science, which is very important, because now no ideas can prevail if it is not meeting the scrutiny, a dual scrutiny, from intellectual faculty as well as from the heart, from love and compassion ground. Any idea will be prevailing in the world only when it is intellectually acceptable, and also it is appealing to my heart, both head and heart, and that is where I think only scientific spirituality